Hello and welcome. As you can tell by the title, I am the obsessed movie man, O.M.M. We all know throughout the years and sequels, Freddy Krueger became more and more goofy, to the point that even when they killed him off, he was really over the top in his last 3 films.
But then, Wes Craven, the man who created Freddy and directed the first film, came up with a brilliant idea to not only make Freddy scary again, but also poke fun at what Freddy had become to the general public.
And then that's when we were given Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. Now, one might think that this is just another sequel, when in reality, that's not really the case.
In this film, actress Heather Langenkamp returns to play, well, Heather Langenkamp. In fact, a lot of people play themselves, including producer Robert Shea, actors Robert Englund and John Saxon, and even the director himself, Wes Craven.
Confused? Don't worry, I was a little too, so I'll do my best to explain it.
The film is a bit of a meta-film, detailing the making of a film, how actors deal with obsessed fans, and how this affects actors who have children. Needless to say, all goes wrong when Freddy Krueger himself begins to invade the real world and target Heather, believing that she is in fact her character from the Nightmare series, Nancy.
So, how is this fictional character entering the real world?
As far as I can tell, the Freddy in this film is actually an entity that has resided in the fictional world until he was killed off in the previous film. Now, the entity is trying to enter our world, but in the form of Freddy. For a plot that is sometimes hard to follow, it actually works extraordinarily well, and the more and more the film begins to blur the lines between reality and fiction, the more disturbing, and even scary, it becomes. The actors that stand out to me, and most likely everyone else, are Heather Langenkamp, Miko Hughes, and Robert Englund. Hughes is both adorable and absolutely terrifying as Heather's son.
Of course he's terrifying! He's one of the kids from Full House!
Truthfully, one minute you think he's an adorable child, and then the next moment you're struggling to escape him when Freddy takes over. Bottom line, the kid is good in the role. It's great to see Heather come back for one more Nightmare film, and she does a good job playing someone who wants to put a troubled part of her life away and move on from these kind of movies. It's a real treat that the main heroine of both the first and third Nightmare films was able to come back. Every Dracula needs a Van Helsing, and every Freddy Krueger needs a Nancy Thompson. Then there's Robert Englund. For a man who has cemented himself as Freddy Krueger, you would think that he has gone as far as he can possibly go with this character. But no, he actually goes even darker. The new Freddy barely cracks any jokes, and is given a new look, one that is closer to Wes Craven's original design for the character. Englund has a lot of parts to play, making his performance all the more impressive. He plays the new Freddy, the stereotype of Freddy who cracks jokes for the fans, and then just plays himself.
The man is unbelievable and has constantly proved how versatile he can be.
Like I said before, the film delves into how horror films affect the lives of everyone involved in making them. We see how it affects Craven, Englund, and especially Heather. She has to deal with stalkers, the media, all of this while focusing on raising a family.
Oh, and let's not forget an evil entity that takes the form of Freddy.
Now you might think that I'm done talking about this film, but there's actually something to talk about in regards to how it could connect with previous films, even if not officially stated. There will be some spoilers when it comes to Nightmare 3, so if you have not seen it, you might want to stop now. There is a fan theory that's been given the name the Beautiful Dream Theory. Basically, after Freddy kills Nancy in Part 3, a gifted individual named Kristen, who has the ability to bring people into dreams, cradles Nancy and promises to put her into a, quote, beautiful dream, unquote. Now, here's where the theory comes in. Some have speculated that the Beautiful Dream is actually New Nightmare, where Nancy is really an actress and the Nightmare films are just that, films. The only problem is that Freddy Krueger is now trying to get into that beautiful dream. This has never been confirmed and should be taken with a grain of salt, but if one wishes to ignore the campier sequels and view Nancy's story from start to finish, I wouldn't blame anyone for at least pretending that it's true and only watching those 3 films, which is what I personally tend to do. I can't say enough good things about New Nightmare. It is easily in the top 3 of the best films in the series, the others being 1 and 3, obviously. If you want a good Nightmare sequel, this one is your dream come true.
Thanks, this is an O.M.M review. This is O.M.M signing out, and happy Halloween.
What's that? Who's there?
Ooh, Freddy, I've come for you.